Hi, it's David from Real Food for Life again. Currently sitting in Anzac Park in Galnong, and today we've completed day 5 of the Hands Across the Water Ride to Provide 2021 Australian ride. Yesterday was day 4. I didn't post a video after yesterday's ride. Yesterday we rode from Dubbo to Wellington, and there was about 31 millimetres of rain, I believe, in the area yesterday, and it made it very tough. The conditions of the trails and the roads, etc., were some areas were very sandy, very boggy. There were a few sort of water crossing areas which were a little bit of fun to negotiate, and between that, flat tyres and a few other issues, the day really took it out of most of us. It was only 66 kilometres long, which compared to a few days ago is fairly short. But we slept well last night. So last night I was off to the pub. I had a steak, refueled with a nice steak. Other people had various other things, including desserts, etc., and that's their lifestyle. But my steak filled me up beautifully, and then it was back to the hotel. Do a couple of things and then into bed for an early start, because we're leaving the hotels at 7 a.m. and so people are having their breakfast at about 6. I have a couple of cups of coffee before jumping on the bike, and then I'll normally eat. Our lunch breaks are normally around 12. Today it was 2 because we waited till we got into Galnong. So yesterday was Dubbo to Wellington, as I said, and today, day 5, was meant to be a 74-kilometre ride from Wellington through to Galnong, but unfortunately due to some of the road closures because of overflowing rivers and creeks, it ended up being about 86 kilometres from memory. So that type of thing we couldn't plan. One of the road closures actually got closed. The cancel came past as we were there, and they said, "You're not going that way, guys," and they put the sign up in front of us. So we had to sort of sidetrack a little bit, work out another way to get through, but we all made it through and had absolutely beautiful lunch once we got to Galnong and refueled. Most of the people on the ride are doing it well. Some are struggling. There's a couple of people with injuries, etc. So they're not struggling due to not having the fitness or anything like that. It's just purely, one person's had a knee injury, another person's had an Achilles, and there was some tight muscles, etc. For myself, even though I've only just started retraining after my surgery back in December, I've only had about 4 weeks back on the bike and doing any exercise. I'm pulling up pretty well, and I believe that is due to my lifestyle, my food intake, the way I fuel my body. And for me, as I've mentioned before, it is fueling my body. It's not so much food, it is fuel. It's what my body needs to perform the way I want it to. And this week and part of last week, it is I'm pushing myself, especially with limited training beforehand. I am pushing myself, but I'm pulling up well in the mornings. I'm getting out of bed, nice and early, jumping on the bike, riding along, setting a good pace, and everything's fantastic. So we're out for Thai tonight. I do have contingency plans if some of the food's got too much sugar, etc. I've got some eggs, etc. here. I've just been down the street to do some laundry and pick up some eggs as well, so I can always cook those up in the microwave. Lunches are going perfect. Yesterday it was toasted sandwiches at a cafe that everyone was telling me was beautiful. I had my bacon and eggs that I'd prepared the day before in Dubbo, and so I made 3 of those again, and they've been on ice. So I've got the 3rd one to have tomorrow. And it's starting to rain here once again, so I may shoot back to the hotel as soon as I can so as not to get wet. But everyone stay safe, and talk to you again soon. Cheers, bye.